I'm Brenna Broughton, and this vlog is about books. Books? Yes, books. Some of you may have noticed on my blog I do review some books. I don't review all of the ones that I read, though. A friend of mine asked why I don't. I try to review books that are coming out now, things that are going to be relevant to people. That doesn't mean, however, that I can't give you some opinions on other books that I have read. So here we go. First is going to be The Forest of Hands and Teeth. I mentioned this actually in my last vlog. Carrie Ryan is an absolutely amazing author. Her world building is absolutely fantastic. The world that she creates in The Forest of Hands and Teeth is a scary and amazing place. The book was a little slow for me. Personally, I found it hard to connect to the main character, but I think these books are well worth the read, and I can't wait to start book 2 because I have it on good authority that it gets a lot better, and I can't wait to get back into her world. Next we have Zombies vs. Unicorns. Zombies vs. Unicorns is a collection of short stories by young adult authors. The premise of the book is to choose sides. Are you Team Zombie or are you Team Unicorn? I actually entered into this completely thinking that I'd be Team Unicorn. One of my favorite movies when I was younger was The Last Unicorn, and for the longest time I actually did believe if you ran into a white horse, all you had to do was feel the horn and you knew you had an actual unicorn. I was wrong. But as I actually started to read these stories, I was way more attached to the zombie stories than I was to the unicorn stories. And like one of my very best friends, one of my favorite stories in this entire anthology is actually a unicorn one, which is Princess Pretty Pants by Meg Cabot. The stories filled in this anthology are actually quite good. All of them have amazing voice, they have great plots, they have great characters. The nice thing about short story anthologies is that you can pick them up and read one short story in an entire sitting. You can't do that with a novel, which is kind of cool. The next book I have is The Mockingbirds by Daisy Whitney. I actually won this from Daisy in a contest. We had to use both the word mockingbirds and the word rivals, which is the second book in the series, in a sentence. I'll make a rival out of anyone who thinks they can take this copy of Mockingbirds away from me. I highly recommend Mockingbirds. It has a fantastic main character with a great voice that just kicks you off right from the bat. Daisy knows how to really start a story. It starts in the action and you are wondering what the heck is going on, which is great. It's about a really tough issue because it deals with rape. Rape is kind of a big deal, especially for people who have gone through it, which when I got to the author's note, I was really touched by Daisy's story, and I applaud her for writing this fantastic book. So if you have a chance, please do pick up The Mockingbirds, because it is a great read. Two other things I've recently finished are White Cat and Red Glove by Holly Black. The world that Holly Black creates is absolutely unique. You have curse workers, people who can affect you through touch, and mobsters, all wrapped up into one. It's one of those stories that I think a lot of people wish they would have thought of first. Holly Black punctuates her world with amazing and vivid characters that just pull yourself off the page. It's one of those books that you will pick up one day and not want to put down. As a bonus, I was listening to the audiobooks, which means they were narrated by Jesse Eisner, the same guy that's in Zombieland and starred in The Social Network. Whether it's in audio form or book form, this is a series that you definitely want to get. Anyway, that's all the books that I've really been reading that I'd love to say something about. What books have you been reading? Let me know in the comments. Thanks so much, guys. Stay tuned next time for when I talk about John Green.